Smoke and Mirrors, episode 51, Area 51. This is Rob, Dave, and Triz. The film, Cinephiliacs, because we're sick with it.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? How you going there, Patos?
Yeah, good. Good,
Living
really
that big
good.
dog.
Yeah.
Real
fucking
good.
long weekend here in Sydney, champions.
Living the dream.
I know.
Fucking shout out to the Queen for the birthday, lass.
I know. Even though her birthday was fucking 2 months ago or some shit. It's a bit delayed.
Oues came home last night, like amped, because it's long weekend. Just went straight to bed.
That's adult life for you, though, man.
No.
I'm so
Badly.
happy to just sleep.
I'm going to tear the turtle. Big creeds on it. All right. Let's get into the streaming news. So kicking it off there, a new Mary Elizabeth Winstead movie, Kate, has been set for September 10th on Netflix. This is the one with the poster of her shitting.
Literally. She's shitting bullets.
She's
It's the worst poster. Who designed this poster? So if you guys haven't seen it, it's basically her pushed up with her legs up and her back up against the wall,
Yeah.
leaning up against another wall, up in the air, firing down.
Yeah. It's a bit weird.
It's the dumbest poster I ever thought,
Yeah.
ever seen.
This isn't it. Like Netflix probably thought it was next level.
Yeah. Someone at Netflix is going to get fired for this shit.
They need to meme it.
Oh, someone needs to meme it so bad.
It looks like she's using a squatty potty.
Yeah. Like she had really bad constipation and that was the only way to get it out.
Yeah. Get it out of me.
Fucking consticate. So Pedro Pascal will be talking about that season thriller of Mandalorian, that season 3.
The three-peat.
Yeah. It hasn't started shooting yet. And he was also talking about Book of Bomber. Oh, yeah. Boba. I was saying it's almost going to be like the mid-season, so a 2.5 for Mando
Yeah.
before it steps into the next one, which has also now wrapped production, by the way.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was talking to Ewan McGregor, and McGregor was like, "Oh, I'm having a mad time shooting my season." Pascal's like, "There, like, you bastard."
You bastard.
It's like just a little flex there, Lucasfilm flex.
Like, every time I see Ewan McGregor now, I half expect him to be like fucking Black Mask all the time. You know, he's just like that. He's like high anxiety riddled and he thinks everyone's talking about it.
Poor bastard. Yeah. So we got some new details on the old Blue Beetle.
Yep.
And unfortunately, they've decided to premiere this on HBO Max.
Debut.
Yeah.
That's weird, eh?
Yeah.
It's weird. I thought everything from this point would be a theatrical release.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first. Is it? Yeah, I think this is the first sort of Latino fucking superhero.
Besides Gabriel Luna as Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
But that was a TV show anyways.
but he wasn't the main part.
No.
He was a bit player in
Yeah.
that. This is a main. This is all about him.
Miles Morales?
Is black and Hispanic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it kind of changes.
straight, this is Latino production from start to finish. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it's got Aniel Manuel Soto directing.
We're gonna have a Latino director, a Latino star, and it better be a fucking Latino star.
Hopefully. It will be. It has to be.
It has to be Vaz. That's who should play Blue Beetle.
Oh, man.
He's a teenager. He's like Miles Morales.
Oh shit! Yeah, he is a teenager. Eh?
So it'll
Just,
be someone new.
Just get that kid from Sicario, too. That shoots Benny.
Shoots. Ah, yeah.
That kid could do it. Actually,
He'd be old enough now.
he'd be old enough now. Yeah.
But fans would like really want WB's head after this shit.
Yeah.
WB keeps fucking up like this, man.
They make weird choices, eh?
Yeah.
Like what goes theatrical, what doesn't. And
Yeah.
like I get it in a 2021 film slate, but Batgirl is also going like straight to HBO Max. Know what I mean? So what they're focusing on with this is mid-range budget movies.
Which is what these movies should have been from the first
Yeah.
place. Just because you made $500 million on a Batman movie does not mean that your next Batman movie is going to do that.
It's not like they're pumping out Batman movies all the time.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Could this all be just like them trying to get all this shit out the way until they start under the Warner Brothers Discovery banner, and then they'll start making choices fucking properly with that other O?
Well, yeah, this might be them trying to just clear out the backlog
Yeah.
of stuff.
Which they caused.
Yeah.
Because every other place on the planet was able to shoot a movie. It's them. It's
Now-
WB not being organized is what's happened here.
Yeah.
And they might have been able to shoot this in Australia, New Zealand. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
We have a Thor movie coming out.
Yeah.
A fucking Thor movie. Who's finished rap. He just rapped.
Yeah.
We have a Thor movie coming out, B. That's more than likely double the budget of this. Nearly 3 times the budget of this.
For sure.
Come on, man. Put the fucking work in, guys.
I'm still excited to see it. Of
course.
I want to see what the look that they're going for is.
Yeah.
Like for a mid-range budget movie, superhero movie, I want to see what that look is.
It should look like Ant-Man.
Hopefully.
That first Ant-Man?
Even though some of those scenes were.
Yeah, but just done really, really well. If you do it smart, I mean, you shoot miniatures, you do all that sort of stuff, you make this movie, in budget.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
So AMC has picked up this Aussie vampire series called Fire Bright.
It sounds actually pretty cool.
This one's set like in colonial era.
Yeah, so this is when the England was sending us the dregs of
And
not really though, because they were sending people that just like literally, hey, I need an apple. I'm gonna starve to fucking death. I'm stealing this apple. Hey, we're sending you to fucking Australia. That's all it was. They got it the best though.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, like seriously, weather-wise, country-wise.
What about that first that walked up and seen the crocodile?
No. They would have known about crocodiles. They had crocodiles in the Colosseum already in Rome. They know about them bitches. Yeah.
But in Australia?
But in Australia, he'd be fucked.
He didn't know where they were, and he was like cooling down the river.
Yeah, but he's dumb because he would have seen the Aboriginal people that didn't do that.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, fuck it, I'm going to walk over there. What's that over there, Gov?
So amid England sending convicts over and settling in Australia, there's this vampire coven.
Yeah.
Is it coven?
Yeah. Vampires are covens, yeah. It's almost like witches.
That also manages to make its way over, and they hide in the caves and stuff like that. But it's also going to tie into the indigenous, so the Aboriginal stories and stuff like that, and that folklore. So I'm excited to see what kind of happens and if AMC is going to do it right.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, same. But I'm excited that it's also an Aussie series.
Same.
Like it's not an American produced show set in Australia.
Yeah.
It's actually by Australians.
Yeah, and they're actually coming over here.
Yep. So more news on Cowboy Bebop. Fucking best news I've heard as well, and this got me real excited, is that for the composition for the actual show, they've gotten Yoko Kanno back, which was the original composer for the anime as well. Mm-hmm. The reason why this is a big thing for me, there's 2 shows from back in the day, anime-wise, that had some of the best soundtracks you could ever fucking hear. This is Sans Afro Samurai. So that was Samurai Champloo, which almost originated fucking lo-fi hip-hop. And then you had fucking Cowboy Bebop, which had this high-strung jazz feel to it when you were going through some of the best action set pieces put to music that I've seen in an anime as well.
Sick.
So I'm hoping that fucking Yoko Kanno brings that same fucking energy. I'm sure he will, and just brings it through for this.
Fuck yeah.
It's going to be cool, man.
Yeah, I'm excited.
One of the biggest things as well for me here is that the action you see in Cowboy Bebop, I'm sure you guys have seen random clips and shit like that. Have you noticed it's very 8711?
Yeah.
How it pans left to right like that with him just fucking dudes up. I'm hoping that's what this Netflix shits is going to be.
They've been working on it long enough. They better ape that fucking style.
Yeah, man. John Cho better bring that fucking heat.
Hopefully. All right. So Mike Myers
Yes.
set up a nice little TV show there at Netflix, huh?
Coming back out of his cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw him last year or something.
The Gong Show?
I don't know, but he was on one of the Jimmys.
Ah,
Pause.
okay.
Yeah. So this show is called Pentaverate.
Pentaverate?
Whatever the fuck it is. Alright. So we're gonna have Ken Jeong in here. Keegan Michael Key is gonna be in here. Debbie Mazar, Richard McCabe, Jeffrey Saunders, and Lydia West. So this is gonna be a half-hour series that it details 5 men who've been working to influence world events since 1347, since the Black Plague. Yeah.
His father actually references this in So I Married an Axe Murderer. It was the Pentaverate.
Yeah. So this sounds pretty cool. Hopefully it's like funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I'm
hoping
pretty
it-
sure it will be.
I don't know. You could add all these comedians and then do a full-on serious show, and they could pull it off. But yeah, I'm hoping that's funny.
I'd like to see the balance.
Yeah.
Because they got to do really stupid shit or make really stupid decisions that have like the smallest impact. Like much smaller than they thought it would be. Or the biggest impact, and they did nothing.
And they just squashed a bug or something.
Yeah. Zack Snyder was talking on that Geeked Week Netflix Dome thing, and he was saying that he's working on the next thing he's working on is an animated show focusing on Norse mythology called Twilight of the Gods. So he's got a big cast for this one.
It's huge, this cast.
Yeah.
It's got everyone.
Yeah.
He's got that guy from... Sorry. That guy from... what's his face is in here? Army of the Dead. The German guy?
Oh, right. The locksmith.
Yeah, the locksmith.
Okay.
I think he's going to play Loki, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's also got Denethor in here as well.
Yeah. What's his name? After seeing him in fucking Conjuring.
I want to say his
That's
name.
all I know. John Noble is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Noble.
I was going to say John Reese.
Jimmy Reese. But yeah, this it's going to be animated, yeah? Yeah. This should be good, man.
Yeah.
This is like off the strength of Army of the Dead. So now that Army of the Dead's hit, Zack Snyder's got like Cate Blanchett on anything.
Fucking
Well,
oath.
they said. Even with that movie, it was like, yeah, I want to do this this zombie heist movie, and the head guy of bloody Netflix was like, why don't we just make that over here?
It probably was. Like
Oh,
it was
yeah?
probably on his
Yeah?
phone.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I see Snyder talking, and the guy's just like, shh. Puts his finger in. You can have whatever you like.
Don't touch my lips if you shush, motherfucker.
Those would bite your finger, eh?
I'm fighting, son.
Hit you with the biggest golem I bite Frodo finger off. So we got that Resident Evil live action series at Netflix as well. The series has been cast.
Yeah.
So we got Lance Reddick playing Wesker, which is interesting. Albert Wesker, I'll explain later. And then we have Ella Balinska, Adeline Rudolph, Tamara Smart, Sienna Agadong, and Paola Nunez. So apparently a lot of the female actresses, I know.
I was having a little giggle at Agadong.
Aquadong.
But apparently a lot of the female cast haven't been revealed, like character-wise.
Okay.
They were daughters. Some of them are daughters of Wesker.
yeah.
We don't know which ones.
But you're saying that there's more actresses coming on?
Yeah. But
That Ella Balinska,
something else, man.
she's next level.
Lord have mercy. But so from what we understand, this is 2 timelines that they're actually following, and it's 8 episodes. All of them an hour long. And the first timeline is just the 2 daughters of Wesker, and they moved to New Raccoon City.
Yep.
So this must be post that shit getting blown
Post
the
the
fuck up.
pandemic.
Yeah.
It's weird when you think that that's a pandemic. It was a zombie pandemic, but it was still a pandemic.
Yeah. But and yeah, their father's hiding secrets and they're figuring out what the fuck's going on. And then the next one's 30 years later, and one of the daughters trying to figure out what's going on because the T virus has infected all the animals and all the fucking plants and all the fucking humans, and goes to the past just haunting her.
That's
Wesker really was a secretive fucker though, way.
Yeah. That was a dirty motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
from
man.
the start too.
Yeah, from
off
the
rip.
jump. From the jump.
How do you feel, Resident Evil gamer? This sort of synopsis for a show based in the Resident Evil universe, and also Lance Reddick, who's riding high on the hog.
Toys.
Being
Me. Sorry.
being cast as Albert Wesker. Because they did race swap him there.
I
Yeah.
don't fucking care.
Like, the Wesker I know is different to what I'll definitely fucking see with Lance Reddick. Like, Lance Reddick could play a mad fucking villain, and I'm cool with that because Lance Reddick got the chops for it. But then the other part of me is like, I remember seeing Wesker have some of the maddest fucking fight scenes in Resident Evil 5
Yeah.
that just blow my fucking mind.
You know, they did that whole fight scene in the movie, and it's trash.
Did he even?
It's trash.
Did he even punch the boulder?
You know they make jokes about that in Resident Evil 8?
I'm just hearing about this now.
Fucking disgusting.
Oh, you didn't know about the boulder?
No.
Damn.
It's trash, man.
What do you call it? But no, like, yeah, in the movie, but in the game, some of the fights are so fucking good.
Yeah.
Blows your fucking mind, son. Because it's like one of the first games where they had one of those handy cams.
Yeah.
And they literally did it all
okay.
live action and then just edited post.
Yeah,
That's fucking mad.
So they actually motion captured it. It was quite good.
Looks like a steering wheel with a camera on the middle. It's fucking mad.
Yeah, it's crazy that they have to do it in real time, eh?
Yeah.
See James Cameron like filming.
It's always funny when I see Cameron there because he always looks so angry.
I know. He's like driving.
Took so fucking long.
I could have done this in 5 minutes.
Literally. Yeah. Staying with the video game adaptations, right? So this just came out today. So Netflix and Ubisoft have set this big deal right now, right? So supposedly they've got something else, Assassin's Creed, that they're looking at, but maybe that fell through. We don't know. But they just announced Captain Laserhawk, which is based in the what it's called, Far Cry Blood Dragon universe.
Yeah.
Which is basically a 90s action movie come to life. It's fucking awesome.
It is.
So there's like lasers and robot hands and dragons and
Explosive handshakes.
explosive handshakes. Like it's
They play the fucking, you know, the round song in Rocky 4?
Yeah.
They play that in the last ride on the Blood Dragon.
that's fucking awesome.
It's so fucking rad. And it starts off, it's ding, 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 when the lights are coming on.
It's always fucking when you're walking through and you just pull the finger at whatever you're shooting.
Yeah.
I called shotgun.
But yeah, that one back in the day starred Michael Biehn. So I'm hoping that we do get to see him come back, even if it is like, you know, an 80s action movie trope where he's there for like the first 5 minutes and dies.
Yeah.
Like that'd be next level if they did that shit.
And it's the son.
Yeah, that'd be or the daughter. It sounds like.
Yeah.
But the other thing that we're getting is a Splinter Cell anime. Yeah. So this, like, for me, I'm happy, but I'm not happy. You know what I mean? Like, we've a Splinter Cell movie has been in the works since the first Punisher came out. So the Thomas Jane Punisher came out, right?
2003.
Yeah. So we've seen pictures even of what's his face?
We've seen a fucking teaser trailer.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, of Tom Hardy as Sam Fisher. Like, admittedly, I do not want Tom Hardy
Me neither.
as Sam Fisher. Maybe now because he's a bit older.
Yeah.
Like, my Sam Fisher is like, you know, he's lean, strong, salt and pepper. Yeah. Like, that's how it's got to be.
Gotta have the S&P.
I know.
Let's talk about...
We all get up and do a synchronized dance.
That's fucked.
What do you call it? Like, yeah. This is how it was, right? So this was like American fucking Metal Gear Solid because it was an old person coming back to reprise the role to get shit done, yeah?
Yeah, but it wasn't just him coming back. Like, Sam was just in the game.
Yeah.
Like, he's the best.
In the first one, he was in the game.
He's the best. Like, he's just the best at what he does. And what he does isn't very nice. Like
Wolverines.
Hugh Jackman could do this. Like
Yeah.
right now, he's at that age. Even he's older than the 45, obviously.
Still in that shape, though.
Still in really good shape, which
Yeah.
for me says that he's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As,
Yeah. Hugh Jackman is 100% that
He's-
bitch.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
What I am excited about potentially is if Michael Ironside comes back to voice Snake.
Snake.
Sam.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd be cool with that.
That's
100%.
the only. If they're gonna do an anime, that's the only Sam that they could do.
Yeah. That's the saving grace for that shit.
Yeah.
And this can't be like fucking action heavy either. This need to still be like the fucking chaos theory of games.
Yeah. Where there's like a really good fucking story.
Yeah.
Fucking oath. Has to be.
Chaos Theory is still like up there, man, as one of the best espionage games you could ever play.
Yeah. Because in that one, they added all these elements. But I'm excited as well because it's Derek Kolstad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Kolstad wouldn't like invest all this time. Potentially that could have been the thing that cost him his John Wick role there as screenwriter because he was doing Falcon and the Winter Soldier and this.
Yeah. Mans
Kolstad-
is just a busy man.
Yeah, Kolstad doesn't sign on to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wrote pretty well in Nobody as well.
Yeah.
He did actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll wait and see. This shit is being an anime. This shit is more than likely 2 years out anyway. So yeah. We'll see how
We'll
that
see.
goes.
All right. It is
That's it.
time.
It's time to fan that hammer. Gotcha.
We actually need to get a gunshot instead of just the fucking grenade.
Yeah.
But yeah. So these are the details and just the details that we've gotten. So yeah, we'll kick it off there. So Evil Dead Rise, the new Evil Dead movie, directed by Lee Cronin, started production in New Zealand. Madeline Klein is joining Knives Out 2. Forrest Whitaker is coming back to the Saw Gerrera role, which he played in Rogue One for Andor. There's a Ted prequel in the works at Peacock. I don't know how they're going to do it. Rob Zombie is going to go ultra dark in a Monsters film adaptation that he's been chasing for like a decade now.
Wow.
Brian Fuller to make his directorial debut when he's helming Stephen King's Christine, the Killer Car movie. The Killer Man movie, John Wick Chapter 4, has added the Killer Clown, Bill Skarsgård.
Very good.
There's a Kingpin sequel in development. I don't think we need it, but we're going to get it. Aquaman 2 has been titled Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which sounds like an Indiana Jones title. Adam McKay reckons that Nightwing is still a possibility, but I reckon it's down the shitter. And John Legend, for some fucking reason, I don't know why, is developing a Bernie Mac biopic. I don't think he's the man for the job, but we're going to
Neither
get
do
it
I.
anyways.
Simply because you starred in a movie with the man does not make you the guy.
Yeah. No. I would expect Steve Harvey more than fucking John Legend.
Exactly. Ugh. But we'll see.
Or even Cedric the Entertainer
Yeah.
over John Legend.
Yeah.
It's because that guy's got money.
Fuck out of here. And that's it. That's all the fanning of the hammer that we have.
Yep.
What was I gonna say? That Christine, man. I was watching something on that because what's his face did that. What's his name? John Carpenter did Christine.
Yep.
Back in the day. So you know that there's a scene where they fuck the car up, right? And then you see the car sort of coming back to life and snapping back together and whatnot.
That's
Yeah.
bad.
You know, Man's shot that all in reverse. So they fucked that car all up and then reversed it. And it's almost like it's coming back to life. It's so mad.
That's fucking cool.
But they did it with a real car. It's so
that's
cool,
sick.
man.
So it would have been real damage.
Yeah.
Which would have been mad.
Yeah. So they kept it for the last obviously.
I was going to
the last,
say. Can you imagine it was first day of shoot? Fuck.
Who did that? Someone burnt down the set.
Pet Cemetery?
I don't know if it was Pet Sematary. I think it was an action movie. And they just burnt down the set. What's his face? Full Tilt Boogie.
Fuck.
That was the first day. No. We'll shoot the explosion first, and then we'll get all the interiors after that, and they just burnt that fucker down. And they're like, what are we gonna do?
Rodriguez made that shit work.
Oh
though.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Simu Liu was talking in some interview somewhere. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to take a guess where. But he's saying like with Shang-Chi, they had a look at all the potentially racist shit that has been done in Marvel Comics like history, and he said Fang Foom, the dragon that is predominantly in Shang-Chi, will not be appearing.
It's one of the main bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Do we know why? Was he a racist dragon, or
I don't know.
is
So-
it the fact that he turned into a dragon? I mean, Liu Kang did that shit not too long ago, like maybe 2 months ago.
So dragon
Summoned a dragon.
Yeah. Like that I don't know if it's the dragon part. I think it's like Fang Foom sounds like a racist name to call like a Chinese person.
Righto.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're a dragon, you must be Fang Foom.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it just sounds racist to me.
That is kind of true, actually.
But like I don't think China would shy away from using the dragon.
Well, their dragons are a sign of luck and wealth and prosperity, right?
So when it's Chinese New Year,
Yeah.
you get the dragons dancing down the street and
So
whatnot.
cool.
And it's an art form and a dance
Yeah.
in China as well. It's how they celebrate. I honestly don't think it's the dragon, but
Righto.
you know,
Sorry, I'm reading up on it now. So, Fin Fang Foom, they're saying it's comparing to Ching Chong Chinaman.
Righto.
So it's a big like grasp.
it's
at
a
what
it's a
they're
big
doing,
leap. It's a big leap.
but they're obviously scared of the connotations it could pull.
Okay,
But that's not going to stop any of this stuff, though.
no,
So that the character wasn't racist then.
no,
So they could have had the character.
So
yeah,
it was-
100%.
It was a bunch of aliens that represented dragons. They were shapeshifting.
Righto.
It sounds like a big leap.
So they were just reaching to reach.
Yeah, and then using that to make it a story to say, hey, we're going to be playing this so true to the Asian American, Chinese identity.
I think for me, it's because of what happened with Mulan, and now they're trying to show solidarity in that they're not trying to actually depict a negative connotation towards like the Asian culture, so they're just trying to play it extra safe.
What happened with Mulan again?
Remember the slavery?
Slavery.
Was it slavery? You know, how
Is
they-
this the Uyghur Muslims?
yeah.
You know what gets me though, like straight away, is that he, like in the story, he refers to himself as an Asian American, yeah. So already he's segregating himself. So over here, for some strange reason, I'm not a South African Australian, right?
Yeah.
I'm an Australian.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know, where I'm from doesn't dictate what I am.
Yeah.
I'm an Aussie. I wasn't born here,
Yeah.
but I'm a fucking Aussie.
Yeah.
They do this shit all the time over there.
Yeah.
The big thing here in Australia isn't like, you know, oh, you're this. It's where you from? What's your nasho?
Yeah. Oh, yeah? I knew a few of those.
Yeah. I got a mate that's South African.
Yeah.
Straight away. It's
Straight away.
connecting
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Like, it's just funny. They talk about being inclusive and everything, yet still segregate themselves from race. You know what I mean? Like, it's yeah. Fucking stupid, really. When you think about
But that's what happens, I find, if the biggest thing that you have to share is like, this is what we're not doing because we believe it could lead to racism.
Yeah.
And focusing on that. And the story isn't that bad. I don't know if Fing Fang Foom would even fucking serve the movie at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if we're going to do that, like, we should be completely outraged that they cast so many black people as apes in Planet of the Apes. Like, if we're going to do this, like, do it all the way. We can't have that anymore. That means that every white person that they cast should be an ape.
But that's also why I was saying, how does, like, you know, Big Dog feel about Lance Reddick as Wesker, who's predominantly who's a white character. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be every way.
Yeah.
Because like as much as we're kind of going like don't cast white people as like all these other races, you know what I mean? Which I don't agree with.
Yeah.
But like in a war, like if there's a truce and if there's peace, it's not one side that does nothing and the other side just lobs shots at them.
Yeah.
Like everyone just stands down.
That's right.
Well, well, that's a big thing about like us and how we operate, though. Like, I understand that there's, I guess, arguments that can be made about race swapping, things like that. But when I'm looking at a character that can be played, I'm not trying to, like, you know, cast them fucking one-on-one with, like, one person. If you've got, like, you know, the ability to do something, fucking do it. It's like the talk, like, why, in this same, like, argument, people should be up in fucking arms about casting a black Superman.
Exactly.
Yep. There's a lot of weird shit, and I find that it's like the soup of the day, the topic of the day.
Literally.
So if we're focusing on stopping Asian hate, then like we get these sort of articles. If it's Black Lives Matter, then we get the Black Superman one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the Asian hate was wild, though.
Why?
Well, the simple fact that, I mean, in Asia, they can post a commercial for soap that, you know, that basically the punchline of the commercial is you can take a black person and use this soap and turn them into a white person.
Wow. That is wild. I did not know that.
There's videos of like black people running around in Asia, right? And this black guy's got a mask on and he goes to scare this Asian lady. And she's like, oh, you know, it's fine. She's laughing about it. And then he takes his fucking mask off and then she freaks the fuck out because he's black.
That is wild.
That's like, you know, if we're talking about stopping Asian hate, then we stop all of it.
Yeah.
Even over in your countries, we stop that fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing that pisses me off, right? Is that everyone will leap to the one article and not do their fucking Googles prior. It's like everyone who's all over Peter's dick, but then, like, PETA, fucking... but they don't realize that, like, you know, these motherfuckers are almost the sole reason for a lot of stray, like, you know, cats, dogs, anything like that. Just, if they don't get picked up within 7 days, euthanasia, dog.
PETA kills more animals on this planet than any other...
like animal welfare group?
Yeah. They euthanize so many bloody animals.
A couple of mind blows happening right here.
It's crazy, right?
Fucking oath.
You always need to look at both sides of the coin. That's why if someone tells me something, I'm like, all right, cool, but I need to make sure that I know what I'm talking about if I'm going to have a reply. Yeah. You can't just jump on something. That's why nowadays, if I talk to the big dog about something, I'm like, is so-and-so true? Because this majority of the time does the Googles. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I have to do the Googles, dog. Like, who was talking about? Someone was talking about, like, you know, Duncan Trussell was talking about the fact that, like, you know, you'll see someone post facts on Twitter, and then 3 days later, you're spewing those same facts, right?
Yeah.
But then you go look at that person's profile, and then 3 tweets up from that, it says, I'm the living embodiment of fucking Marilyn Monroe. it's like you're spouting this person's fucking facts like it's true, and it's not. People need to do their fucking Googles, man.
That is wild.
That's the big thing. Like, if there is, like, homework for the world... It's do your fucking Googles.
Badly. Investigate something. Don't just take it on bloody...
People are jumping on grenades all over the place.
Oh, man. Fucking hell.
This whole thing about, now we're going to cancel you because you said that China fucking created this virus in a fucking, and it was a lab leak and all this other bullshit. And they started taking all that shit down, right? They took it all the fuck down. And now... Fauci was like, you know, he was involved in all that shit. You know what his excuse was?
What?
Why would I fucking, you know, try to grow this virus here in the US, in New York or fucking Jersey or something? I go to China. They grew this shit. They did this shit.
That's wild.
And now all that shit is true. It did leak out of fucking Wuhan. It was a proper leak from that lab. All this shit is true now. It's fucking wild, son.
Area 51, the conspiracy theorists on board.
We ain't a movie podcast no more. This is conspiracy theories, my guy.
Yeah.
Fucking get the X-Files thing.
see me pull out my little piano.
Fucking hell. Anyway. Fuck.
Speaking of aliens.
Speaking of aliens, yeah. So we got our first sort of like, behind the scenes Indy 5 set shots.
Yeah.
It looked like a guy setting up for a stunt.
Mm-hmm.
What's crazy about this though is that it was Indy. Indy was wearing the same garb that he's wearing when he goes to Nazi Germany.
In
With
Raiders?
Berlin, sorry. In not in Raiders, in
Temple of Doom.
Last Crusade.
Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Right? And where Hitler actually signs a book.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
Yeah.
You know how expensive, how fucking valuable that book would be?
Of course.
Fuck.
On both sides.
Yeah.
So you get it from the Nazis and you get it from the museums and whatnot. But yeah, supposedly he was wearing a young Indiana Jones mask.
Yeah.
Right? So people are saying that it's going to be a de-aged Indy in those scenes. But then we also got shots of Harrison Ford actually. It looked like they was going to set up a shot. And it was old Indy. He had a mask on and like a what's his face mask on, a hospital mask.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
How did he look, though? Was he in the indie garb?
he was in the Indy garb. He looks like he does in what's his face.
Crystal Skull.
4. Yeah,
I'm excited for him, man. More excited, I think, with Mangold taking over than if Spielberg were to come back.
I'm just happy that it's Mangold got to write his own script and do Indy his way, right? And it's not based on some bullshit from fucking George Lucas, who should always be filtered.
Yeah, 100%. He's
Like,
got to be vetted.
It's got to be vetted. It's got to be filtered down. So we'll take this, we'll take that, we'll take this. We're leaving all the other bullshit on the table though.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what Kep did, which is what what's his face did. Lawrence Kasdan wrote some of the old indies. Like that's how it needs to be done.
Yeah.
He can come up with the idea or MacGuffin, as he likes to call it, but somebody else needs to write that bullshit, man.
Mangold held that door open for Kep as he left, though.
Yeah, but Kep kind of fucked that up.
Yeah, big time. That's what I'm saying. Mangold held that door open with his foot too.
Fucking kick out the door, mate.
So Carey Mulligan and Zoe Kazan are going to star in a Weinstein expose story.
Yeah.
It's this movie about that whole how it came out, got exposed.
They're going to play the two reporters.
Yeah.
Yes.
The two reporters that broke the stories
Broke
and
that
wrote the
story.
columns and shit like that. I'm not too sure what tone they're going to go for, if it's going to be like Bombshell.
I hope it's like Bombshell. That'd be nice, actually.
Bombshell was good. I think it'll be a little bit more like Spotlight.
Actually, Spotlight would be better.
Yeah.
I should just get that same dude that directed
fuck.
Spotlight to do this, actually. Next level.
Yeah. And it's going to be called She Said.
Who do you think we get as fucking Weinstein? Because what's his face was really good as Roger Ailes.
Seeing that trailer for fucking No Sudden Move, Brendan Fraser would be good. I
He's
think.
tall enough too.
Yeah.
Mans was tall.
Yeah.
What's his face? Fucko.
Yeah. I also think the guy that was in the Watchmen series that played the Rorschach mask guy, the mirror face guy
Right.
with makeup,
Yep.
he's got that sort of face as well. He was
You know,
in
you know who
Incredible
looks
Hulk.
like who looks like him 100%?
Who?
Joel Silver.
Fuck, he does too.
But yeah, I'm looking for a heavily makeup actor to actually play Harvey.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because Harvey was still quite youngish as well.
Man's aged like 40 years as soon as he got put away.
So we fucking
Good.
should.
The cunt. But yeah.
Yeah. But I want to see like a lot of Harvey. I want to see that everything exposed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they can't shy away from it, just like
Yeah.
they did with Roger Ailes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they showed him the grooming process and the
So
coercion.
fucking creepy.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. They need to put this cunt on stage.
Yeah.
Like
Fucking
it's
hell.
just weird. Like it's so like fucking alien to me to
Yeah. But you know how they did that? By not showing any of the nudity and shit like that. It was his reaction.
Yeah.
That was filthy.
Those
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
It was, man.
And the way like it's also what he looks like as well.
Yeah.
That gets me and I'm like, ew.
And he was a family man. The wife almost was in on
Fucking
it.
in on that shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. She knew.
Yeah.
She fucking knew.
That
Should have
secretary
been
as well.
fucking cancelled too.
That secretary too.
Badly.
Dirtbags.
Dirty fucker.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. But onto some lighter news. Some that rumbles the old tummy for me.
Tumbly.
Gives you the rumbly tummy.
So we have Anya Taylor-Joy and Rafe Fiennes to star in a film called The Menu.
Yeah.
So this one's it's based during this crazy culinary culture. Anya Taylor-Joy is one half of this couple that goes to this remote island, check out this exclusive restaurant, and Rafe is the chef. It's just Raekwon. Rafe-Kwon.
Do you reckon this could be the story where that guy cut off his own penis and he let people bid for how much they'd pay to eat it?
Jesus. I don't know.
Did he call himself Van Blow by any chance? It has to be BLOGH though.
I know.
200,000 for the tip, thank you.
Man's took eat a dick to a whole new level.
Can you imagine if he served it and now all of you can eat a dick?
Fucking spotted dick hit different now.
That's wild.
Always fucking Tyrone in Fear Factor. And yada yada yada, motherfucker.
Tyrita, come go down on these penises with me. I love it. All right, so Liam Neeson, he's set to play Philip Marlowe.
Yeah.
Right, which is for Neil Jordan, which is unreal. Actually,
Yeah.
this just went up a few fucking notches.
Big time.
Yeah.
Now, the Philip Marlowe character is a book character. He has been played before.
Yeah.
Most notably by Bogey.
Yeah.
Right? So Bogey was this character and, it's like one of those noir sort of stories and
Yeah.
he's lonely and he's a detective and
Yeah.
yeah. So this is going to be based on what book? The blonde with the black eyes?
The black-eyed blonde.
Black-eyed blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically it starts off with him being lonely and whatnot and needing some action and action meaning he needs a job.
Yeah.
And this chick comes in and everything starts from there.
They need a good job and then the chick comes in. It's just wild.
I'll suck all you guys do.
So this one's also set in the 50s.
Of course, it has to be. So this is what I thought was going to be that Affleck movie. You know how Affleck was going to do the prequel or whatever it is to Chinatown or the city or the
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's still doing that.
I hope so.
I'm excited for it, man. It's going to be big.
Yeah.
To war! So
Jesus.
Warner Animation Group is fast-tracking this animated movie called The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, which will follow someone Helmhammer. But he actually was the guy that made Helm's Deep.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And the war that they had, the Rohirrim had, at their peak.
They were revered
Yeah.
in the lands of Rohan.
Yeah.
Obviously, not
motherfucker.
all that fucking Sauron could muster.
Nah. But I'm excited for it, man. This could be good.
Mm.
We haven't had a Lord of the Rings animated movie in
Since
Fuck.
that fucking live action.
30, 40 years or
Yeah,
something.
since that live action anime hybrid that they did.
Yeah. I enjoyed that though.
I only watched the first one.
Yeah, same. But I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
So we have Rose Byrne. Sexy Rose Byrne. man.
Especially in that physical trailer. Hot damn.
Please. So Rose Byrne is going to play the New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern Ardern in They Are Us. So this is the movie that they're making about the
2019.
2019 shooting on those 2 mosques in Christchurch. Still like crazy, but this entails all of the things that Jacinda did in between then as well. So she passed a bill within, what was it, like a week or something?
Yeah. That's fast, man.
Banning like semi-automatic rifles and fully automatic rifles and any parts that could convert into semi-automatic and higher capacity magazines. Fucking one of like the biggest moves in the shortest period of time, and still like she was being praised for that during that time as well. It was crazy, man.
This is a sad time in NZ.
Very.
Because it all took place over the course of a day.
Yeah, but it was during what? Easter?
Yeah, it was something wild. And I just remember the news coming out
Yeah.
that this shit happened.
You know what? You know what the biggest part of this was for me?
What?
Fucking Aussie that did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Fucking wild.
Like 51 people killed, another 49 injured.
Yeah.
And this is by far one of one of the worst, I guess, terrorist attacks that we've seen on soil that's connected between us and NZ since what, like Port Arthur when this shit went down as well?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something in between, but still this is...
Fucking Martin Bryant.
Yeah.
Jesus. That happened. That's so weird because that happened just as we got here. Right? It's like land in Sydney, and then a few years later, boom, fucking Martin Bryant decides to post up in a fucking bell tower and just take pot shots at people. Fucking wild, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the best time in our history.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, moving on. So we have this new movie that's going to star Saorise Ronan, Lakeith Steinfeild, and Paul Mescal. It's called Foe. Is it Foe?
Yeah,
it's called Foe. So what this one is, right, is basically Cersei and Paul Mescal are a couple. They're married and everything. And one day they're going to knock on the door, and it's Lakeith. And Lakeith tells Paul that, hey, you're going to have to go and do this mission out in space for the next 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. And he's like, but don't worry about your wife because we've got this complete double here for you.
Mechanical double.
Mechanical double with the vibrating crotch. That'll, take care of everything and she won't miss you at all.
That's fucked up, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is, like we said before, basically a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Made into a movie. But this sounds fucking cool, man.
Yeah. That's a big cast as well. Even though
It's
Paul
huge.
Mescal's a newbie, this is also shooting in the States. Shooting in Australia.
Fuck yeah. So Cersei's here.
I must leave.
Saoirse, I should say.
Yeah. And that's it for film news this week.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Shitloads of trailers though.
Yes. Yep.
So we
Lots
got
of clips, actually.
Yeah.
Not so much trailers. Lots of clips.
the first trailer off the rank there is 9 Perfect Strangers. This is the one with Nicole Kidman, Melissa McCarthy, fucking Bobby Cannavale's in there.
My guy.
And heaps of others as well. And they go away to this retreat to now fix them and fix the broken things in their life.
Yeah.
But then the treatment is like unorthodox, and the shit that happens is quite weird. Nicole Kidman's playing this very strange, very almost like she got plucked from fucking Midsummer.
Yeah.
She's very confident and just kind of nails that shit. Like she knows what she wants. She even says so in the trailer. Like, I want you. and I know that you want me to want you or something like that. It's like, whoa. Oh, no, sorry. You're mine and you want to be mine. I was like, all right.
Okay.
All right, lady.
Now I'm gonna bend over. You start fucking.
Jeez. Nicole Kidman with the pegging is wild.
Fucking peg leg. Oh, we got a trailer called The Last Mercenary as well.
Yeah, this is the Van Damme one.
Yes.
Yeah.
This I didn't know. I didn't like, you said that this was going to be a comedy.
Yeah.
This doesn't look that comedic. Like, it looks
comedic tones.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of action in this one, though.
Yeah. And it looks like it's done properly as well. Like, this
Of
doesn't
course.
look like DTV bullshit.
DTV does the fighting properly. Let me tell you. It's Hollywood that doesn't know how to shoot a fucking fight scene.
Nah. This is true. Unless you're 87-11.
Unless you're 87-11.
Yeah.
But
But
we want to
looks
see
good.
everything, people. Wide shots, people. Wide shots.
But this kind of reminded me of that Jean-Claude Van Johnson show.
Yes.
Where he's coming back.
Yeah.
And then he meets his son that the son has no idea that that's his father. And
Yeah.
then he has to pull him out of all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Kind of go on this journey with him.
It does look pretty cool, this.
Yeah, it does. Van Damme looks good.
Van Damme.
Yeah, that's why I'm there.
I'm signed on already.
I'm here for it.
I
God
know.
damn it.
Van Damme.
God damn it.
We kick the tree.
We also got a little teaser there for Super Pets.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was funny because it was like Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, and there was just dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
know.
dun, the next names.
Yeah.
And Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, and Keanu Reeves, which is cool.
Yeah.
What's weird about this, though, is that it seems like they're playing in the Donnerverse, really, for Superman, and not any others, because of the way that it's the way that the names come up and everything is very 79 Superman,
And the theme.
and the theme.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could be cool.
Yeah. Space Jam 2, trailer number 2.
Yeah.
I didn't watch this trailer.
Didn't watch it?
I watched it.
It looks all right.
How was it?
It's okay.
Don't-
Brody, I like it.
Yeah.
Are they trying to catch the same?
You
funk
can't
that-
catch that same vibe.
Could
my
never.
guy. LeBron could never.
Yeah.
No. But like, is that what they're trying to do here? Because I feel a kind of way about this movie altogether.
It looks very inclusive of all Warner entities. HBO, animation, like movies and stuff like that. It is trying to do its own thing with the villain, and kind of getting the family back.
Don
As
Cheadle
a-
might be a really good villain. Actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cheadle does look good.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like owning the world that he's in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The stakes is pretty high. He loses his family if he doesn't win, and also the tunes get deleted.
Right.
But because they're playing in like a 3D space now, like a CG animated space.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird how the tunes look, Looney Tunes look, and also the antics that they're kind of using.
Yeah. I like that the Monstars actually included the female basketball players now.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
there's
Yeah.
that chick that was on the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, WNBA player. Nice.
There is some chick that just got drafted that is fucking smoking hot in the fucking
Saw that.
NBA.
I
Or
saw that.
WNBA.
You know, Pat Healy, his daughter got drafted,
Yeah.
and then they just axed her straight away.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's
Pat
like,
Healy.
yeah, he's an Aussie like legend
Oh, right.
in the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Pat Healy is his character in Me, Myself, and Irene.
Something about Mary.
Something about
Matt
Mary.
Dillon's character.
Yeah. Healy, you look fucking pisser. Fucking Jeffrey, whatever his name is. That's hilarious. We got a trailer for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. I didn't watch this trailer.
This
Did I?
this is a religious couple that kind of had this rise to fame through the 70s and 80s, but like, you know, then they got suspected of fraud and money laundering and fucking adultery and stuff like that. So the story behind the scenes was crazy. Got Andrew Garfield and Jessica Chastain, both under a lot of makeup as well. and you just see their empire crumble and their relationship crumble, and all the lies kind of seep out. It looks good. Jessica Chastain is standout here. Yeah. Yeah,
You
looks
got
alright.
that little 5-second teaser for Chucky as well.
2 5-second teasers.
2 5-second teasers.
Put them together, you get the trailer tease.
Yeah, this is sweet fuck all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does confirm that Jennifer Tilly's character is coming back to play the bride of Chucky. Got our first trailer for Tick Tick Boom.
This looks like this is Lin-Manuel. This is his offering for Netflix because he just did his one over at fucking HBO Max.
Yeah.
This looks cool, man.
Yeah.
So this is a story about the guy that wrote Rent.
Not the guy that wrote Rent,
Yeah.
but it's this guy that's he's trying to create the next American musical.
Yeah. This is supposedly semi-autobiographical though.
Oh shit.
Yeah, about this guy's life. So I thought Rent was, but obviously it's not because everybody's got AIDS in Rent.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, this is semi-autobiographical about his story trying to write Rent, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then like he's got a friend who was also writing a play as well, and then his friend drops out to just go be a corporate
Douchebag.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of tempted by that, but then wants to see what happens if he just sticks to his guns and follows his passion. Garfield again. Looking pretty good.
Putting up numbers this year.
He is.
I'm telling you. He's catching up on missed time.
Yeah, catching fire as well. He's getting a hot hand, the old Garfield.
No, this looks really good though, man. The
does.
music sounds really nice.
Yep.
I like that it's Lin-Manuel. Mans needs to do some more stuff. Like, yeah, this is awesome.
I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I'm about it. What do you call it? My most exciting moment for this fucking week, one of them,
One of.
was the Master of the Universe Revelations trailer, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell, son.
Fuck yeah, Kevin.
We get to
Killed
see
this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. One of the boys sent it through, and I was like, "Fucking Kevin Smith killed the shit." And he was like, "Who's Kevin Smith?"
Did you stab him?
I removed him from the group chat. Told him I can't do this today.
Can't take this negativity today.
But we get to see Skeletor. We get to see Man at Arms doing his fucking thing when he's running next to that car. Fucking boots. Fucking
that was always my guy.
Man of
Man at
Arms.
Arms. Yeah.
Not He-Man. It was him.
Yeah, man. He held that whole operation together.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
I'm the brains of the organization. What do you call it? And we get to see, obviously, fucking He-Man. We get to see, I always forget Lady's name from Castle Grayskull.
Evelyn.
Yeah. We get to see all the players coming back. We get to see a bit of a war there.
That was
Fucking
Tila as well. Was in there.
Tila? Yeah.
some of the other villains. Fuck, I was excited watching this trailer.
Yeah,
eh?
man.
Battle Cat, my guys. We got
Yeah.
to see Battle Cat.
Yeah,
man.
And it's excellent. Why does what's his face show up like Kenshiro though? Why
Yeah.
does Adam show up like Kenshiro?
So the story is that after the big battle,
Yeah.
all the heroes went their own separate ways. So it's up to this chick to now bring all the heroes back together because there's something amiss in Grayskull and Eternia.
Skeletor is back.
Yeah.
People of Eternia.
Yeah. Frank Langella.
Machine.
He-Man.
Frank Langella is the best thing. We got a nice little trailer as well for another trailer really for Monsters at Work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which confirmed that John Goodman and Billy Crystal
Billy.
are coming back.
of course.
New monster that they'll follow as he's like, he does a maintenance role in there. Probably like, steps up.
Yeah.
Got the first look at C there. Mate,
I, in fact, did not watch this because
Yeah.
I have not watched the first season of C.
that first season is fire. That first season's so good, and this trailer was so good. I'm going to go back and watch that first
I
season.
need to
Shit.
just hoe that first season
Yeah.
out.
Have
man.
to. Have to.
Because I've watched that first episode like twice already.
So if you get past the first three, that from the fourth episode, fire.
There's only like 8 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do you call it? I love that when they're not hanging, but they're standing by the edge of that cliff and their motherfuckers
man.
is coming up.
Yeah.
And they fighting like that. They fighting.
And I think that's the weakest fight that Momoa does in that whole season.
For real? Shit.
There's some shit in there.
Momoa gets down,
So
doesn't
it's weird. So after A Quiet Place, I wanted to learn sign language. After seeing C,
Yeah.
fuck. The
Cutting
way
off your heads?
the way he moves and everything,
Yeah.
is nuts.
Man's out here just learning Braille.
Fuck. I was about it, man. Fucking hell.
I think everybody should learn sign language. So.
Fucking
Yeah.
oath. I really do want to learn it because, like,
Yeah.
if you can like talk to it from
I know,
across the
from
room,
across the room.
Man, so you know, you know in Naruto how they got the hand signs.
yeah,
There's always this fucking meme that comes out, and it's just when the two deaf kids are roasting each other, and they're just there fucking.
Yeah.
Fuck, I lose it every time.
that's wild. But I'm in, man. August 27th, this shit drops, and it looks spectacular.
And this shit drops all at once, eh?
No.
No?
Oh, you're
doesn't.
joking.
No. Are you joking? Are you having a laugh?
Are you having a laugh? That's right. Because they dropped the first 2 last time.
Yeah.
They dropped them 2 and then 1 every.
Exact
yeah.
same thing that's happening with Lisi's story.
Oh, really?
And it's giving me the shits.
He sounds like Eric Robertson. He does. You want to go see the fucking koala bears? Oh, man. You put on your coat and you don't say goodnight to nobody. It's funny actually seeing that in the Pope because, like, you know, he's talking about, like, slapping people, like, slapping girls.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Walter.
Walter. Crying fucker. We got our first clip for The Witcher 2 as well.
Yeah.
Little mini clip.
Yep.
Focus more on Ciri than anything else.
Yeah.
But supposedly, this should get us. Supposedly, there'll be more in WitcherCon, which is coming later on.
Everything's got a fucking
down
con
the track.
and a dome.
Of course. As soon as everything went digital, everything will have a con now. E3 is this weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we will see that's another con that's coming out.
Fucking
Con jobs, these cunts.
I
Man.
know. Fucking shout out to condoms, man.
Condom.
And the last trailer we saw, which for me was the best trailer of the week.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, Masters of the Universe, but this for me was just this is top tier for me.
Still C for me because I'm most excited about
Right,
that. But like this
Yeah.
was a very close second.
But yeah. This is so it was no sudden move. So this is the new what's his name?
Steven Soderbergh.
Steven Soderbergh movie about, you know, this heist that goes wrong and them trying to figure out who actually, like, you know, put them on the heist.
Yeah.
This looks next level, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Benny looks next level. I watched this movie just because Benny's in there, to be honest.
Cheadle.
Always
I'm-
on point.
I'm liking seeing Brendan Fraser,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he's really bulked up for the whale.
Yeah, he has to. Like,
Yeah.
he had to.
Yeah.
Because he's lean-ish in that show.
Condor?
No, Green Street or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I fucking pissed myself laughing when Benny's there. I'm feeling a bit tired. I'm just gonna bet he puts that fucking tape on. Fuck, I died.
So I didn't realize that they were actually still keeping that family hostage when the job went wrong while they're trying to figure out everything.
Yeah.
It's just
Calling it
It's
now, it's
wild.
one of those family members that set up that heist.
fuck.
But what do you call it? Yeah. It's Don Cheadle, it's Benny, it's fucking the other brother, the other
Gotta be
Home Alone.
David Harbour.
Yeah.
It's the other Home Alone brother.
Kieran Culkin.
That's the
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks good in this as well.
yeah.
Looks like a heroin addict or something like that.
Oh, Kieran Culkin always looked like that.
Got heroin addict in the face.
Yeah. HA in the face.
And that's all the trailers for this week.
Big trailers, man.
A lot of trailers.
Yep.
So entertainment news. So we have to farewell Clarence Williams III.
Fuck yeah.
So Clarence Williams III passed away during the week at age 81. So if you don't know him, he was Prince's father in Purple Rain.
That's right.
He was also Link in the Mod Squad, the original Mod Squad.
The original Mod Squad.
And he was also in Tales from the Hood.
Yes, he was. He was the
mortician.
the mortician, the funeral director.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
And he killed any role that he was in.
Dude, I know who Bumpy Johnson is because of this man. This is Bumpy Johnson in What's His Face? American Gangster.
Yeah.
That's how I know who Bumpy Johnson is. My Bumpy Johnson is always him. It's not Forrest.
I've never watched the Forest one.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
Yeah.
It's sad because all our legends are kind of passing away, and Clarence Williams has had a fucking crazy run.
Quite the run.
Yeah.
Quite the run, actually. It's just weird, though, because when they did that Tales from the Hood 2, which I watched, I don't know why I watched it, but I watched it. He wasn't there.
Okay.
It was Keith David.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was him instead.
That's a misstep.
Yeah.
Big misstep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't see Keith David any other way except for the close-up of his gap teeth in Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Ass to ass.
I didn't just take it out for air. But yeah, rest in peace and power, Clarence Williams III. Our condolences to your family, friends, and fans out there going through this really sad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's all the entertainment news that we have this week.
Yeah.
All right, we got two things that we all watch, two movies or two things.
Movie and a show.
Yeah. So Infinite, which I didn't like at all.
No. Fucking dog shit.
Yep.
If I could have rated it lower than half a fucking star on Letterboxd, it would have been done. Like
yeah.
it was straight dog shit, this movie.
I don't know what they were thinking with this movie altogether. Like, I just don't understand. I said to you as before, this is Total Recall meets fucking Highlander meets fucking
Assassin's Creed,
meets
The Old
The
Guard.
Matrix meets The Old Guard. Like, there was just a lot of dumb shit in this movie that shouldn't have happened. Like, this is a fever dream of someone who just took a tab of acid.
It's just wild. If he had taken a tab of acid and then written the script, this shit would have been fucking fire. But this is fucking trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had, like The Old Guard, focused in on what they had been through with some like character development as a crew, it would have been next level. Like they could have gone somewhere with this, but them sort of like just hitting us with action sequence after action sequence did nothing for me.
How do you make this movie for a streamer and then still release it as a PG-13 fucking movie with R-rated tendencies?
Yeah.
If
This shit makes no sense.
if I was on the Paramount board
Yeah.
and they showed me this, I would tell them to put it on the streamer.
I would have laughed them out the fucking room.
You know what this fucking movie is? It's Wanted without the introduction to fucking Wesley.
Yeah.
So if, like, thinking about it now, that bit when he goes to go get the pills, I actually didn't mind that
Yeah.
when he's like getting asked the questions, things like that.
Yeah.
But if they had just extended more and fleshed out more of Marky Mark prior to this happening and maybe had like, you know, I'm thinking of something else, but like him having those fucking, the thoughts rush back and shit like that and wondering what the fuck's going on. Or maybe even start this movie when he was 14 and cuts the fucking look inside into his stomach.
If they had started it there instead of the place where they did start it, it would have been crazy. And then just unfolded that sequence where he's like in the car as
Dylan O'Brien.
through the movie. Because that wasn't as relevant as the cutting himself. Also, like Marky Mark was the wrong person for the role.
Yeah.
They didn't need someone that was muscle bound.
No.
Like
They should have just kept Dylan O'Brien. I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
You should have had Marky Mark as the small part and Dylan O'Brien as the big part.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. But it, like, if you think like Gyllenhaal was going to be in this movie, it would have played a lot better.
Do you think Gyllenhaal was actually going to be in this movie? Because it kind of feels shit, this movie.
Yeah.
I think he left the movie because it was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just said, "No, I'm busy. I got
I don't know.
I got something else to do."
This feels like one of the movies that maybe Fuqua was almost strong-armed into doing.
Yeah. Maybe this was the movie before he got to do the movie that he really wanted to do, which was Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Yeah.
Like now you can do whatever you want to do. It's weird. Like when Marky Mark says stuff, that metal's been folded 70 times.
It just doesn't, like, it doesn't come off properly.
No.
Yeah.
And his movement as well. So Marky Mark's a bit older now. He doesn't move like everyone else moves.
He wasn't doing any other fucking action.
No.
It was all stunt doubles.
You
And-
could tell straight away when he jumped on that motorcycles. That
Oh,
man's
man.
hair was so long
Yeah.
compared to Marky Mark. But I don't know, like this. I feel like this movie was sold as a 2.5 hour PG-13 movie because they definitely could have made this movie R-rated because it's only an hour 40.
Yeah.
So it seems like they just cut out a lot of bullshit.
I'm telling you, half of this movie's being cut away.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, man.
Yeah. And it feels like it's all the exposition, but
Yeah.
they put more money into the action sequences. But the movie still ended up pedestrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I fell asleep last night watching it. I had to wake up this morning and like get it in.
Pause.
Like I fell asleep during the action sequences. That's how like just like bored I was that
Yeah.
we were just getting hit with it over and over again.
I appreciated that fucking bearded up Russian dude more than I did Marky, man. He was
that
a
guy's
cool
character
motherfucker.
was cool.
Yeah.
See the one with the axe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This movie was just a shit ton of missteps. Fucking shouldn't have happened in general.
Yeah.
But if this was a way for Fuqua to get to be able to do whatever the fuck he wants to do, then cool. But this is a L, like straight
Big
up.
time.
But on the positive note, the female lead was a fucking smoke show.
Yeah,
She's so sexy.
Yeah. She
It's
was,
like the
man.
only reason I watch this.
But she also played it a whole lot better than him.
Oh, man.
Like even when
She was acting. That's why. She's acting and Marky Mark is reacting
Yeah.
to everything.
there's too much
Just
confidence.
folded 70 times. Why does he talk every time he talks in a high-pitched voice, I can't take him seriously. I think of fucking Andy Samberg. That's all I think of.
I'm a peacock captain. You gotta let me fly.
See, I think Marky Mark can do comedy.
I think he does comedy
don't-
better than he does drama.
He can never play the straight man though.
No.
I
should
don't
never
know if
play
his
straight.
voice is just too effeminate or what. Like his delivery is like he's got no bass in his voice sometimes.
There's no... It's the rhythm of the delivery.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
it almost sounds like he's trying to suppress his Boston accent, and it just fucks up his acting.
It's weird though, because you watch him in like Wahlburgers or like that Wahlberg thing on HBO Max.
Yeah.
And he doesn't sound like that. So he's putting it on.
Yeah.
Like, even that video of him with the mo for Sully,
Yeah.
where he's like, "Don't fucking ask."
Yeah.
If he just talked normal, it's like Colin Farrell acting when he puts on an American accent. He acts so much better when he just has a natural accent. Even though he's gotten better with time, though.
Misstep.
Yeah.
Big
But
misstep.
you know, I'm almost happy that the next thing that we watched didn't actually come out on Friday, because then this movie would have been absolutely just that. Like Infinite would have just been the shittest thing ever. I think I watched in the whole year.
Big time.
Right. So Wednesday, which is crazy, midweek, Marvel drops Loki,
Yep.
and this shit was fucking fire, son.
Oh man.
It was next level.
Fuck yeah.
They're saying that this had more viewers than anything else that they've launched. This had more viewers than Mando, this had more viewers than anything Marvel they've launched.
Yeah.
This had more viewers than WandaVision, which was at the time the king, or
Yep.
queen, I should say. And then what's his face?
Falcon.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Right. So this had more than that
Yeah.
by a large margin.
And it
Large
should,
march.
man.
This is
I'm liking what they're setting up here.
fucking wow.
Yeah.
And it wasn't an action-packed debut, like
Nope.
sort of pilot.
Yeah.
It was like really just like sitting down and exploring the character of Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hiddleston put on this fucking masterclass.
Yeah.
He just had the
Yeah.
clinic open and just accepting.
Yeah.
And where you see that is when he sees himself like he's
watching his future.
Yeah, and he sees the interactions between him and his mother, him and his father, and him and Thor, and then he sees himself dying, and that range of emotions that he kind of portrays
Yeah.
was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love when he sees him and Thor sitting down with Odin.
Yeah.
That was unreal.
Yeah. And he kind of like, he has that breakdown.
Yeah.
And almost that breakthrough.
Yeah.
Like the character of Loki that you see in the 2012 Avengers ceases to exist from that point on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now he's like he even admits he doesn't like hurting people.
Yeah.
But it's just part of
They just
what he's trying to
get
do.
in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we get Mobius, Agent Mobius.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Owen Wilson was fucking perfect.
It's crazy. I'd never thought of Owen Wilson as part of the Marvel universe, but
Yeah.
seeing him, even when you see his character the first time,
Yeah.
and he's talking to the kid, but then he goes to the judge, and he's like, "I need him," and she's like, "If anything happens, it's on you," and he's like, "Thank you, and I love looking up at you. It fits you. It's very appropriate."
That was that Gugu and Bartha Raw.
Yeah. And it was
Smoke Show.
that lady from Lovecraft as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her sister.
Yeah, her sister and
Lady's
the chick
sister.
from Batman vs Superman as well. She's the witness in Africa from Nigeria.
Oh, she is too, yeah.
Yeah. Who I thought was like full on African actress. She is.
She's got an African background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Very good.
This was fucking mad. Like the comedy was on point for me. The emotions were everywhere. And then like just how they capped off that episode as well was perfect too. And it still fits in with like my theory that they're taking it a lot darker for Marvel TV shows.
Yeah.
Where he just sets all those motherfuckers alight.
Yeah.
That was fire, son.
Yeah.
They so the rumor is that the Loki that's the bad guy is going to be female.
Yeah. Lady Loki.
Lady Loki, yeah. Yeah. That's the rumor.
Which herself would be a variant
Yeah.
if Luffy had a daughter.
Yeah.
And also, like, I'm also calling it now that whatever he does here in this timeline has big repercussions into Endgame, the end of Endgame.
With Cap. Well, what does Cap say? Every stick of it, return every stick of it or something? They say the exact same thing. So when Cap's going to go back the last time, he says, I'll return every stick of it or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Something like that. They say the exact same thing in there.
Okay.
They also talk about the multiverse of madness in theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? They talk about what's his face? Oh God, what are they? It's the Nexus
Yeah.
level events.
Yeah.
And Wanda is a Nexus being.
Yeah.
So a Nexus being is the same in every single branch of that tree. So she doesn't change throughout that whole thing. And that's why I think Strange needs her.
Yeah. Or she breaks the universe. Because if she's the only one that could walk in both worlds.
She's Nick Cage.
I'm Clive Owen. And Strange has to put it back together in the multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
I think Loki is going to break something
Yep.
at the end of this. And Strange is going to have to fix it with her.
Yeah.
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 I can see them also repairing the timeline completely by the end of the show, and then all of a sudden, all these timelines emerge, and then it flashes to her Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a choice that needs to be made for Cap as well in regards to that. If he goes and stays with Peggy, which is the original timeline, or him actually going back and then he meets the TVA and goes from there as well. Experiences the reset, and maybe Loki sees him there too.
That'd be cool, actually.
Maybe that's why there's rumors of Chris Evans just flying around as well.
I'm excited for the rest of this season. Though,
As am
man.
I.
Fuck, it's gonna go quick, but every week it's
How many
gonna
episodes we got?
Is it
6.
6?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're 51. I hope they keep the same 51 minutes.
Gotta have the same length. Pause.
But I was like watching this and it felt like 15 minutes and it was
It
done.
did.
Yeah.
I was blinked and it was like, can't be the end. It couldn't be me. And then it's like done. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm checking stingers and everything.
Yeah.
Fucking nothing, son. Like, what the fuck?
I know.
But yeah,
Killed me.
really good opening.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for next week, Wednesday.
Same.
I'm
in.
I pissed myself as well when he shows up in that desert and he sees those people and he just runs and jumps on the stone. Fuck.
What'd you watch there, Bado?
Okay, so this week is quite a light week, actually. I watched Cinderella Man. It was the first time in like years since the movie came out on,
Still hold up?
Yeah, it's good. Boxing, not so great, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the old style boxing that they were doing.
Yeah.
But I've seen videos of like, Jack Johnson boxing. He wasn't boxing like that. So, but yeah, watch that. That was really good. Russell Crowe deserved that Oscar for that. Another movie, he should have won for that instead of fucking Gladiator.
Yeah.
Watched Undisputed last night. I also fell asleep and then woke up and then finished the rest of the movie off. Because for some reason on Paramount Plus, it just goes into the next movie. And I woke up and Shaft was on. What the fuck is going on here?
How does it even link that? If you liked Cinderella Man, you'll love Shaft.
Man.
Pause.
But yeah, finished off Undisputed. And then before we came over here, I watched John Wick.
Nice.
How was it watching The Wick again?
It was good. It was really good, actually.
Shit is fire, son.
Yeah. What'd you watch there, Maddo?
I watched the latest episode of Megalobox. So
It's a megalodon.
It's a megalodon.
episode 10. I thought this was going to be the final episode because they're really starting to ramp shit up where it's going to be the final fight.
Yeah.
Isn't
But-
there like 80 episodes in a season now? It's only 10.
13.
Right.
Oh,
So-
shit.
So for a lot of these, like, just straight to the point narrative-driven ones, this one has no CG, by the way. It's all fucking
Hand drawn?
Yeah.
That's mad.
The way it's supposed to be.
Like, I'm not fucking around. Like, Oues would love this show. This is actually really good. It's none of that fancy shit. It's all just grounded fucking reality. And it's good. It's narrative-driven. So this one was pretty good. This is all just, like, the dude who fought the other dude that the current dude's going to fight. He got hospitalized because he got real fucked up. And, yeah, they're just prepping for this big fight.
Nice.
And watch the latest episode of My Hero Academia, which is also just fucking just on point, son.
Is it? How many episodes for this season?
So they're talking like 23 episodes for this
Oh, shit.
season.
Okay. So you're only halfway there.
But now, like, this shit was fire as well. Like, this is like, I think coming to like this point in the year is when all the big anime comes out again.
Okay.
Because I think as soon as they finish, they go back to the like storyboarding for the next one since they have the manga already and good to go.
Very good.
I think. I'm not too sure. Can't
Okay.
quote me on that.
Do your Googles. So I started Lisi's story.
How was
It's Lisi's, not Lizy's.
I, in fact, would have called it Lizy because the IS is
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Lowercase J's.
It's good. It's really good. Everyone's there. So you got Julianne Moore, you got Jennifer Jason Leigh, Joan what's her name? Joan Allen,
Yep.
who's like crazy in this because she's like catatonic.
Oh.
Clive Owen's in here, Dane DeHaan's in here, Ron Cephas Jr.'s in here. Dane DeHaan is something else.
Really?
Yeah, because the character that he's playing almost shows no emotion, so he's dead-faced the whole time.
Wow.
No smiling, no anger, nothing. He's just like this the whole time.
I knew that Dane DeHaan was going to be a star after I saw him in What's His Face? Place Beyond the Pines.
Oh, man. Crazy in there.
Next level.
But in here, like, he might not show emotion, but his eyes are fucking wild.
He's doing the De Niro's, huh?
Yeah. Clive Owen in here is really good as well. This is the best that I've seen Clive Owen, I think.
Wow.
Better than Children of Men.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's Clive Owen without like an action sequence, or he's the villain or something like that. He's like this really sort of subtle and what's that word? You're sort of like a little bit shy, and he's like shy and sort of subdued. But he plays it off really, really well. And then you get Julianne Moore, who's like really selfish, and she doesn't see all the shit that's kind of like being done for her by her husband, but then like now she's kind of realizing all these things. It's good, man, and it looks fucking unbelievable. Apple Originals, just
Apple is just fire, son.
Yeah.
They'll be using that like 12K cameras.
They really be like boutiquing their catalog, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some good shit coming out. Suspiria, the 2018 remake, which like for a 2.5 hour movie just kept it going,
Just
man.
motored.
Pacing was unbelievable. Dakota Johnson's in here, Tilda Swinton as well. Tilda Swinton playing 3 characters.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll let you guess which character. This is on Amazon Prime.
Obviously the Asian one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celtic, great one.
Fuck out of here.
But it follows like this dance troupe in Berlin, and it's set in the 70s as well. It uses what seems like no like modern techniques to film it. It looks like it's all old school cameras
In camera.
in camera, and also like the visual effects like sort of matte painted on and stuff like that. Nothing flashy. The camera movements are very much that 70s kind of in camera zoom
Yeah.
that they used to do. Yeah, they do a lot of that, and a lot of fast editing, but it just keeps you sort of in. So in that ballet troupe, the dances that they're teaching these dancers are actually rituals.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And everyone in all the dancers in that troupe have these nightmares and stuff like that because they're grooming them for something.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So there's something real sinister underneath all of it, and also underneath the studio. It's pretty crazy. There's some shit in here that's wild.
Would Dario have done it? Just
I've never watched a Dario Argento movie.
me neither.
Like I could never ever say, you know what I mean? But the screenwriter did say that like he watched the original and he was like, meh, you know what I mean? But once once Luca Guadagnino sort of explained to him what he was going for, because he actually adds a lot. And when he wanted to set it, that's what got the guy excited.
Yeah.
And now he could play with a whole different sort of thing. A lot of themes of people with power and abusing that power, and sort of the comeuppance that they get. And then I finished off the week with In the Heights. So this is the John Chu directed one, musical. It's not written by Lin-Manuel.
He did the
Did the songs.
did the songs.
Yeah. Or he had a hand in the songs. There's a couple of people in there. Someone else wrote it though. But this is like this really mad story of like everyone from Latino to like everyone in the Latino community, sort of their dreams and the grind and the hustle and everything that they kind of go through in that one area.
In the Heights.
Yeah. It's really fantastical.
That's gonna be Blue Beetle.
That guy?
That
That guy would suit it.
That guy kills it.
He's really good in this.
Yeah.
So it's crazy when like they're acting and singing at the same time.
Just weird.
And Corey Hawkins actually nails this. Dato's can sing, yo. He's got big
Really?
voices. Yeah. And he can dance.
Oh wow.
He's got moves, yeah.
I always think about him and that really bad wig he's wearing in fucking The Walking Dead. And it's just terrible. Anyway.
Jimmy Smits kills it as well.
That's my guy though. If anybody was to play me in a movie, it'd be Jimmy Schmitz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Young Schmitz?
Yeah, of course. NYPD Blue Schmitz.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
That was balding in NYPD
That's
Blue, though.
that's the serious Schmitz, though.
No. There's no such thing as a balding Latino. Have you seen? Like we were talking about this the other day. They have the best hairlines in the world.
Gaston's
True.
hairline is perfect.
A Latino's hairline starts here. Look at Benny's hair. It starts here. It's wild. Anyway.
But yeah, everyone kills it. It's a nice little sort of. It's not like the Latino community against the white people or against this culture or that.
It's just how we are in this community.
Yeah.
How we get by in this community.
But also sort of why this community is so special. And everyone's like trying to run away, but actually the heart of it all is in the community.
Yeah.
It's about the roots before and the legacy laid. Unbelievable. The way they execute it, next level. Check it out. It was worth checking out.
will.
It's 2.5 hours though. But it flies.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of characters set up and sort of like songs to get you in with the characters and introduce everyone. But once they introduce the characters, that next hour and a half just like goes. And the way that they do it, the visuals that they have.
I can't be fucking with these dance movies though, because I someone move my bed out the way and then I start dancing with them.
It's mad because like a lot of it is like hip hop.
Yeah.
Not so much dancing, but the delivery, like they're rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoken
I love
word.
it.
Of course. The hip hop, like, you know, my blood bleeds red for fucking hip hop.
Fucking oath.
You know that there's this other show on Apple that I want to check out though, and it's the music one. Is it 1979 or whatever it is? And they just go through. I think it's called 1970. I think, and they go through all the music that was fucking released, and they've got like, you know, videos of fucking Marvin in there and bloody Yoko Ono and John and everyone. It looks so cool, man, and it's in Atmos and it's in Dolby Vision, and I must watch.
Must.
And that's it for this week.
That's a wrap.
Yep.
That's a wrap on the week. You can catch us on all streamers. We're also available on Spreaker, where we host our podcast. We're under LogoSmith Media. We're also under LogoSmith Media on YouTube as well. Like, subscribe, smash that like button. God damn it. And also, check us out on all our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out, have a chat. Someone weirdly reached out to me about RJB First Steps and creating like learning content.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
What am I going to teach? You know what I mean?
Well,
Go where?
It's the bag.
just give them the blueprint, you know what I mean? Tell them the story of how you started.
Yeah.
How we started. This is the story of us now.
Jeez.
This is the story of a
Fuck, that reminds me. Stranger Things was fire when they sang the never ending story, son.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's it.
Hey, yo.
turn around.
So good.
And love yourself and love movies.
Yeah.
And vape more, smoke less, and just wash your ass.